So, hi everybody. How's it going? This is our first team call, and the whole point behind this is to do a little skills training. Oh, hold on. Are you guys okay? Sounds like something's falling. Because the whole theory is to just create competence, and confidence comes from competence, right? So if we can just refine our skills and how we're doing things, then our confidence grows. And I just think back when I first started in Arbonne, oh my goodness, you guys, I was completely clueless. I had no idea what network marketing was at all. Like all I knew was how to clock in and clock out. And I thought that this was just about selling. I didn't really understand how people built teams. I was, a district manager for 8 years because I never talked about the business because I didn't even know what it was or how to. So just know everyone on this call is way ahead of where I was. And Kathy Oakford can definitely attest to that. So my whole hope for these calls is just to refine our skills and to feel really good and confident about the basics so that we can go on to duplicate and teach others, right? Because it really doesn't matter what we know in this business if we're not able to duplicate. And I see it on people's faces, like at our team meetings and stuff, or on Zoom even. I see like that befuddled look that comes over people's faces when someone's talking about how they went district or, doing their 2,500 business blocks and stuff, and just like bewilderment, like how do people do that? And I was the same way, like how in the world? So before we even talk about numbers, because in these calls right now, I don't care about the numbers. So let's just move the numbers to the side. And we're just going to start from the very beginning. And that's with our 100-person list, right? Because that's what we ask other people to do when they're just jumping in. And I've heard this so many times, like, I don't know who to ask, or I've talked to everybody, and it's like, really? So, so I love, who has been working on their 100-person list. And how was it? Can you describe a little bit how it felt going through your list and finding new people? Was it fun, or was it scary? Was it what? How did you feel doing it?
I had a lot more people than I thought that I was going to have. Like just going through my Facebook and then my schedule at work, I realized I work with 55 people apparently. So a lot of people. But yeah.
Sweet.
I noticed that I guess this time around writing it, I felt like I would just have a little bit more experience with, what types of people to think in my head. Like, I don't know, I felt like I felt more confident writing it this time. I mean, actually excited because I have new people. The first time when I wrote my list, when I first signed up, I was just writing like people that I literally, like people that I knew that I was nervous to talk to. This time now, I'm excited to reach out to these new people. So, and I noticed that I have people on the list from the first time that I wrote it that I had never reached out to, or I guess got actually a conversation going with them, like either they didn't respond or what. So that'll be interesting.
Love it. Love it.
Lauren, how would you explain to a new person how to make your list now that you've done it twice?
I would say, I guess the same way that, Tammy, you were writing in a poster. I think that was in the last post, not so much. I don't feel like I would focus on your friends and your family. I would think, who you go to church with, who you play sports with, who, your kid, different families from your kids' friends, things like that from outside your direct circle of people, because, I definitely don't think it's the people that are your friends and your family that are going to be, the best help. I mean, originally, on your launch parties, obviously that's, that helps you, but I would focus more on other activities that people from.
I love it. You're a wise woman already, Lauren.
I don't know.
So it's funny.
With me though. Go ahead.
No. You go, Lauren.
With me though, I don't, Tammy, you don't really know too much unless Melinda told you, but it's difficult for me because I have so many people. I mean, I guess by many people, I'm thinking, at least 10 people, that not so much my clients, Dan's clients or Ben's clients at the gym, that, oh my gosh, I would just love to share these products with, but because of the situation of, originally, long story short, I have to run the business through Ben, the owner of Power Performance Gym where I work. So I sat down with him and shared the business with him to get him to sign up as a consultant. So then, I could run the business through him. He, badmouthed the company, said he didn't want anything to do with it. It's him, that's just the type of person he is. He sucks. So it's kind of frustrating because there's so many people that I want to reach out to, and it's like they're dancing right in front of me and I can't, really reach out to them because, I don't know. I don't know if you understand that or not, but it's an interesting situation.
The beauty of this, Lauren, is the reason you're doing Arbonne is so that you won't have to be an employee, right? So that you can live life.
Right, exactly.
So whatever
exactly.
it takes, don't worry about it. Don't worry about the ones that you can't. Focus on the ones you can talk to and run so that you can have a life of freedom.
Right. I guess too, the thing I can do is just be advertising it and, just my drink in my hand at all times and, my shirt or my jewelry, things to where they're asking me about stuff. Because if they ask me about it, it's a different story. So I guess that's what I can do while I'm at the gym too.
That's right. I love it. So, all right. So everyone's pretty confident on helping someone with their 100-person list. You feel good about that?
Yes.
And just knowing like that's really where we all need to start. So I wanted to just explain one more concept that this honestly, it took me so long to figure this out, but it was such a light bulb moment. So this business is all about team building versus sales. Okay, did that just sink in a little bit? Because when I first started Arbonne, I thought it was just all sales. I didn't really get it. But really, we're team building first, and then the sales come. And so honestly, the most important thing we can do is look for business builders because we're creating a team, right? And then the second most important thing is schedule and fill our calendars, right? And then the third most important thing is sales. So did everyone get that? Like, these are our priorities. Is business builders, filling our calendar with activity, and then the sales are gonna just, flow from those first two things. And something else that I just want to touch on with our list is, just empty out your brain of all the people that you can think of. And it might not be that first person, but we're trying to get into that person's network. So think of it that way too. Try not to limit the people. I remember.
Oh, that's good. I forgot about that.
Yeah, because that person is connected to at least 200 other people. So that's really what we're doing. We're trying to, establish relationships and trust so that we can get into their network as well and offer this. Because you're right, Lauren, sometimes it's not the frontline people that end up being our team. But we have to start somewhere, right? And so just trust in the process. That we're just
Tammy, so it's interesting, when I went back to make my list, because I've been working the business for almost 2 years, I thought, oh my gosh, how am I going to make this list now? And so I made a little diagram. I don't know, can you see this little spoke?
Oh, yeah, I like that.
So this is me, and these are like my kids, like who do I know through my kids? Who do I know through Zumba? Who do I know through my neighbors, my friends, my BNI group, my old Paychex coworkers. And so I started my list off of my cell phone. So I have over 100 people in my cell phone that I made a list from. It doesn't include yet any of my preferred clients. Plus, I need to go back to my little spoke and find more. Like, I think I probably have like this gold mine of people that don't even know what they don't know yet. How about that? I'm excited.
I love it. Yes. Woo! All right. So we're going to get really good at helping people create their list. Another thing we're going to get really good at is looking at our website and referring to our tools that we have in place for everyone to duplicate. So let's see, I'm going to go ahead and share screen, and we're going to take a peek at our website here. So have you guys been in the website?
Yes.
So it's thrivingnations.com, and the password is believe, all lowercase. And so Melinda and Amy and I were kind of working on just paring down this getting started tab, and we're really excited about it. So I hope you guys get a chance to look through it. So we're just going to focus on step 1 and step 2 tonight. There's 3, 4, and 5 also, but I'll let you look at all of yours.
Oh, cool. I joined Zoom on the screen. Okay. I'm going to hang up on my phone.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I don't think I can hear you guys.
Can you hear us, Lauren? Hi.
Not on my laptop. So I'll just stay on the phone, but now I'll be able to see the screen at least.
Okay, good. So we're going to go to step 1 on Let's Get Started and look at the Getting Started action plan. Can everyone see this okay?
Mm-hmm.
And this is actually going to be part of our homework for next week, is to fill this out ourselves so that we know what we're asking people to do. So this is the action plan. Like, we've gone through our list, and we're going to talk about verbiage in just a sec, but for us, personally, we need to start with our action plan. My whys, or reason for building an Arbonne business, and there's 10. My goals, I would like my Arbonne paycheck to be what, by when. I'd like to promote to district manager or area or region, national vice president by a certain date. My short-term goal is, and my long-term goal, I'm willing to devote how many hours per week focusing on growing my Arbonne business in order to reach my goals. And that's so key to me. I look at that because I think in our minds, we think we're devoting lots of hours to Arbonne, but really when it boils down, we're really not making it a priority. So I'm hoping, again, that going through some key skills will help build our confidence, so then we can actually devote some good quality income producing hours. So yes, we want to schedule our priorities here, and then go through our Start Now checklist. I love the idea of starting with a team, like launching a whole leg. So when you're going through your 100-person list, who are the 5 key people that you could see really, really rocking this business? Keep that in mind, put little stars beside them. And we're going to talk about verbiage to say to these people. And then 3 dates, times of my business launches are, and hey, if you want to launch yourself again, let's do it. It's okay. We can launch ourselves every day if we want. Who are my 4 to 6 hosts and the date and time they're hosting a show for me in the next 30 days. My business startup order, RV is. And I love this because it really just breaks it down and says that, you don't want to break the bank, but you do want to spend enough to make you a little bit uncomfortable so that you have to work to pay yourself back. And I just love that whole concept. Like, if you're investing $250, that means you really need to sign up, 5 PCs with a package to earn that right back. So it puts a little urgency, in your life to earn your investment back. This business works if you work. It will pay you back exponentially. Don't forget to order the business aids, like catalog, samples, products for your shows. This is your business, so be professional. Treat it like a hobby. You'll get paid like a hobby. Treat it like a business, and it'll pay you like a business. So I love that that's just a little reminder for us to actually talk about with our new people coming in too. How much more QV or RV is needed to get into qualification to promote this month. So you would put in, if you put in a $300 QV order, that means you'd need $2,200 to get into strong, qualification for district and so forth. Fill out your action plan, which this is the action plan, your whys and your 10 reasons, when you want to earn what you need. And then write out your 100-person list of people and these, it has a few memory joggers here. And then schedule a strategy phone call or meeting with your sponsor once the above is complete. And you'll see why. We're going to talk about the verbiage. And then ask your sponsor for a calendar of meetings, team calls, special events. Write them down in your calendar so that you can plug into everything and invite people to those things. Put GTC on your calendar and register as soon as it opens up. And that actually is going to happen, I think, in October. We'll be able to register for GTC. And request to be added to our team Facebook page. Download the SoundCloud app for ENVP Donna Johnson. And if it's December through May 31st, we can register for the Arbonne incentive trip as well. So all of those things. Don't you love this? Because it kind of just jogs your memory and helps you know what to, say when you're starting someone, know what to focus on. So now, is everyone good with that? This is going to be part of your homework. So you're actually going to go through it and fill it out so that you know then what you're going to ask people to do themselves. Is that cool?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah,
Okay.
sounds good. Mhm.
Okay, good. I can't see your faces anymore. So, and then we have your 60-second story introduction. So I'll let you guys work on that on your own time too. And then this is the exciting part to me. This was such a breakthrough, pivotal, thing for me to run into is this video. It's by Mo Boger. She's an ENVP. Hey, Team Faith. And she does a quick training on how, this phenomenal verbiage on how to talk to people and funnel people, from your 100-person list. And the ask funnel that I'm referring to is this. We want to share the business and then ask for a group presentation. Share the business first. If they're like, I don't know, sounds good, but I'm just not sure. Okay, great. Well, would you want to have a few friends over for a wine and beauty bar? It's so much fun. If they're like, oh, my home is under renovation, sure, no problem. Do you want to meet for coffee? And then, you can always ask for a referral if nothing else. So that's the funnel I'm talking about. But now we're going to get to the script. And this is, again, part of the homework for next week. You're going to work on your getting started action plan and then the script outline for your 100-person list. And so this is where I'm just going to spend the rest of the time for our call tonight, is going through this. I think it's brilliant. The video goes with this 5-point prospecting outline so you can hear it as well as read it and work on making it your own verbiage. I've actually been using this and it has been, it just helps keep your foot in the door because maybe you guys have done the same thing where you're talking to someone about Arbonne, you're really excited and they're like, oh, Amy, that's good for you. I'm so happy Arbonne's working for you. And they're just, I don't know, it's like, shoot, I'm missing the connection here. And so with this verbiage, you'll see it's just like, oh, no, I'm not asking you to join Arbonne. I don't think you have enough information to make a decision like that. I'm just asking you to take a peek. And so it just that key verbiage to me has been monumental in just keeping a conversation rolling with people and not coming across as weird. So this starts with, Hi, Amy, this is Tammy. Do you have a minute? Because I only have a couple myself. I've started a business with a company called Arbonne. Has anyone ever told you about Arbonne? And then we're going to explain what Arbonne is. It's a 36-year-old, I say vegan health and wellness. That's just my word though. It's a vegan health and wellness company with botanically based products that are pure, safe, and deliver amazing results. And I'll just, you could just be funny and say, oh my gosh, I'm 41 and no one can guess my age. Like just, whatever. You can kind of gloss over a little testimony about yourself. And then the reason I decided to build a business with this company is, and this is just me being vulnerable and personal. It's because I recently lost my sister to breast cancer. It made me realize how short life is. I've worked really hard to live paycheck to paycheck. And in Arbonne, we actually work hard and can get ahead. I'm not motivated by money, but I am extremely motivated by freedom and living life on my own terms. And the reason I thought of you is because, Amy, you work so hard for your family. I've seen you just work all kinds of jobs, and my heart just goes out to you. You are brilliant, you are kind, you're a passionate person, and just driven and motivated to really make a difference in other people's lives. And I just think you'd be so great at this. And here's the deal. I don't even know if this is a fit for you. I don't know if this is anything you'd ever consider doing, but I think it might be worth your time to check it out. What do you say? Will you take a peek? If I bought you a coffee, would you sit with me for 20 minutes and just hear more? Or if I invited you to a team event, would you come? You know, you can go through these. If I sent you a video, would you watch it? You already know that verbiage. If they say anything, go ahead.
Would you recommend trying to do the coffee over the video, like sending a video or a SoundCloud?
Yes, I think in person is always better than anything.
And then do the video after if.
You could do a video before you meet for coffee, because then you have something to kind of ask them about, like, oh, did you get a chance to, watch the video? What did you love? You have at least a little starting point.
Okay.
Yeah. I always, though, if you can, try to get in front of people, because there's just something about that personal connection that makes, again, this business so, because think about it. Think about how Melinda talked to you, Lauren. Would it have sunk in if you had just watched a video, or was it meaningful because she actually took time out of her day to come and meet with you?
Right.
It's almost like saying, this is so important to me, I want to meet with you. Like you're at a posture of confidence,
Right.
So yeah, just something to think about. I know sometimes it's just not even possible. Like if someone's living in another state or whatever, you're going to, do the best you can. But great question. Thank you. So if they say anything other than yes, respond with, I think this is so beautiful. Oh, no. I wasn't asking you to start a business. I'm just asking you to take a look. For all I know, this won't be a fit for you at all. I just want to give you enough information so you can make the right decision for you. Isn't that brilliant? Or I'd hate for you to say,
yeah, I like it.
Isn't this awesome? I'd hate for you to say no before you really hear what this is all about. Or I'm not asking you to say yes to doing Arbonne. I'm just asking you to take a peek and hear a little bit about it. Or even if you decide it's not for you, you may know someone it is right for. And if still no problem. You just say, that's okay, I get it. But I'm really serious about this and excited for what it's going to do for me and my family. And I would just love it if you could support me. Would you be willing to help me out and invite 2 or 3 friends over so I can come and practice my presentation and share these amazing products? It would mean the world to me. If they say no to the show, then fine, no problem. I get it. But you've got to try some of these products. I promise you'll love them. If I dropped off some samples, would you use them and tell me what you think? Would you give them your review? Would you give me your review? I love that verbiage too. If they say no to the products, and people rarely do because everyone likes free stuff, then you can ask for the referral. Okay, no problem, but I'm looking for people to share this with. Do you know one person? I love that verbiage too. Do you know one person who might be interested in making some extra money working part-time with an established, growing, and thriving company? So this is part of your homework, to go through and make this your own. Like really, really consider how you would feel comfortable saying it to people. So this outline works if you follow it, practice, get good at it, be truthful, open, sincere, focused on the activity of asking and not the outcome. We're not here to convince, just to offer. If it's a fit, great. If it's not great, just keep asking. And if you're not getting people to say yes, get with your upline for some coaching and role playing. So all we're doing is just getting good at asking. So here's what we're going to work on this week, is just practicing, and we're going to make it our own, personalize it, I'm going to stop sharing screen for a second. We're going to personalize it so that we feel good about what we're saying, and then we're going to do some role playing. So we're not even asking yet. This is just a week of role playing and feeling good about how we're going to ask and go through our 100-person list. So I've already volunteered Melinda. So between Melinda and I, we would love to role play with you. So once you get your action plan written and once you personalize this verbiage so that you feel good about it, then let's role play and practice. Does that sound good? So that you feel confident. And then, so we'll have a whole week of practicing, and then next week will be when we're actually asking. So does that sound good? So we're not just throwing you to the wolves here. We're going to practice and feel good at it. But I tell you what, I've done it a number of times, and it sometimes comes out in a different order, but it makes me so confident. This verbiage has really helped me posture myself differently with people, because I can come back and say, oh, no, I wouldn't dare dream of asking you to join my business. You don't have enough information for that kind of decision. Oh, I just wanted to meet with you and share a little more. And I'm just asking that you keep an open mind until you know what it is I'm offering. Doesn't that feel good? I don't know. This has been like huge for me. So let's see. I know I wanted to say one more thing. Oh, so here's the deal. This is statistics. It's not Arbonne statistics. These are network marketing statistics as a whole. So 1 out of 10 people will say yes. So just know that 9 people are going to say no to you. 1 out of 10 will say yes. And it's interesting because what Mo Boger talks about, and it was true for me too, in order to go region, which I think that's where every one of us wants to be and beyond, what it takes to go region is 10 districts, and one of those being an area manager. So you think about it, if you need 10 district managers, if you need 10 people to say yes, how many people do we need to talk to?
100.
Oh, isn't that interesting? We need to talk to 100 people. But I think too, and you guys, I did everything wrong. So this at least will hopefully create that confidence when we do go through our 100-person list, and so that we can work on our skills, go out with confidence, and really zone in on who our business builders are going to be. So think about that. I want you to go through your list, find the top people that you think would be great at this business, fill out your action plan. We're not asking yet. And then also role play. Go ahead and just message either Melinda or I, whoever you feel comfortable with, and we'll schedule a time to just work on role playing. Does that sound good? Does that sound like something you could do?
Yeah.
And then, see, once we do it, then we can turn around and teach other people, right? Mm-hmm. And that's what this is all about. So that's it. That's our tonight call. What do you think? Is this helpful?
Yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Yay! I'm so excited. I'm all charged up because this, to me, this screen right here, all of you, I just want to hug you right now, but this is a takeoff team. Okay, so just visualize that in your mind. A few people being able to do what we need to do, just the basics, and duplicate that, that's going to launch your business into the stratosphere. This is a takeoff team right here. It's so exciting. So that's what I see. I have goosebumps right now. So I appreciate your commitment for being on this call, and I just can't wait to hear from you. We're going to role play. We're going to rock this out. It's going to be so fun. Love you guys.
Love you too.
Love you.
Bye.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tammy.
Tammy.
Welcome.